What are we hearing coming out of the building right now about the way they're looking at this thing short term and long?
Short term, look, it's going to be Hurts, as they announced yesterday, and it was not a hard decision. Obviously, they looked a lot better and a lot different on Sunday with Hurts than they have at any point recently with Wentz. So they're trying to win games. They're not out of it yet in the NFC East, and they wanted a spark, and he gave them one. So that's the short-term answer, and unless he's awful or gets injured, I would imagine he starts the rest of the year. Long-term, boy, oh boy, we've been talking about this for a while. Carson Wentz's contract does lock him in. Very difficult contract to escape, even via trade, because you have to get somebody to take on big money for a guy who's been struggling. A lot of questions going into the offseason about Wentz's future there, about Doug Peterson's future there. If everyone comes back next year, do you have a competition between Wentz and Hurts and then end up paying potentially Carson Wentz starter money to be your backup? A lot to sort out at that position for the Eagles, but right now, short term, they're trying to win games. They think Jalen Hurts gives them the best chance based on what they saw Sunday.
I didn't think he threw it great. They didn't ask him to. A lot of his throws were at or near the line of scrimmage, and it was very pedestrian. But his presence in the backfield and the way he uses his legs will make everyone else on the offense better at this point in time.
All right, so I always love to get you have a great knack of sort of encapsulating the entire situation. How would you put into your words what we have right now in Philadelphia with Wentz, with Hurts, and everything else?
Jalen Hurts is the fly in the ointment in Philly. And I know the conversation has been going on about what the future would look like, but the future don't have no damn staple right now. When you look at what Carson Wentz has done and how he's played, and then you put Jalen Hurts up against who was the #1 defense in the league, and he plays and performs at a high level and creates some things. Listen, G, this is the second time now we're having this conversation in Philly about a backup quarterback coming in and operating in this offense better since Carson Wentz MVP year. So there's an issue. And look, we can try to hide it and we talk about the money, and that's justifiably so. We all know that when you have a player on your team that's making a crazy amount of money, the responsibility goes to seeing if he can play or recreate that. Everybody knows that. But I'm telling you right now, based on Jalen Hurts' history, the things that he's been through, the jobs that have been taken away from him, and the ability to bounce back, this is not going to be easy for Carson Wentz to just come back and immediately think he's going to be the starter once they get into the offseason. Jalen Hurts is literally planted in the conversation for being the Philadelphia Eagles starter moving forward. The fly in the ointment, G, and they did not plan on this happening.
I hear you. And listen, that figures to be the most interesting team to follow through the rest of the season and into the meaty part of the offseason. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.